Good evening, all you meticulously planned little worker bees. Look at you, all neat and tidy, with your blueprints and your 5-year plans. It's so predictable. You're trying to build a masterpiece with a ruler and a level. Ridiculous. See, you think creation is about following the instructions, about staying inside the lines. But I'm here tonight to let you in on a little secret. My secret. The secret to creation so epic, so original, it makes Mozart look like a jingle writer. The trick is, cows. You need to stop being so sensible and start being a little more me. You've got the fresh start in front of you. The glorious, terrifying emptiness. The void. And what is the first pathetic instinct of the soul, called creator? To look over your shoulder, people, to peer into the glass and see what everyone else is doing. You're thinking about focus groups, aren't you? You're weighing the analytics. You're trying to construct something that fits neatly into the pre-approved, flavorless little box the world has laid out for you. You're asking, will they buy it? Will they click it? Will they nod sagely and say, oh yes, this is perfectly acceptable? Pathetic. Bull. That isn't creation, that is compliance. That is being a very expensive, very well-dressed echo! You are holding up a mirror to a reflection of an idea that already exists, and you're trying to polish it. You're painting an imitation of an imitation of an imitation of a photograph. And you wonder why your soul feels like a faded receipt. The true secret, the kind of secret they lock up in padded rooms and call insanity, is that your first, most vital act of creation must be an act of destruction. You must take that mirror of expectation and smash it. Don't just crack it. Shatter the glass until the only things looking back at you are jagged, unpredictable splinters. When you obliterate what you think the audience wants, you finally clear the canvas for what you, in your most unhinged, magnificent self, must deliver. Why is this shattering so crucial? Because expectation is the heaviest anchor you can chain to your genius. It dictates the palette, the tempo, the length, the theme, and the damned font. It turns the volcanic burst of an idea into a lukewarm cup of tea. When you destroy the expectation, you destroy the template. You eliminate the safe path. You force yourself into the dark, uncharted woods where the real, truly magnificent beasts lurk. If you start with a survey of what's popular, the best you can ever hope to be is a slightly improved version of someone else's hit. But if you start by doing the thing that makes the little, polite voice in your own head shriek, no, not that, that's hideous, that's commercial suicide, that's going to get us arrested. Then you know you are on the right track. True genius doesn't fill out a comment card. It hands out subpoenas. It doesn't ask for permission. It kicks down the door and starts rearranging the furniture. It bursts forth ugly, glorious, and utterly, wonderfully unexpected. Think of it. When was the last time you saw something that genuinely shocked you? Not just surprised, but genuinely made your jaw ache because it was so wildly outside the known universe. That kind of work doesn't come from focus groups. It comes from the dark places. It comes from the creator having the sublime people wicked courage to realize that their first job is not to please anyone else, but to shock themselves. If you look at your half-finished creation and feel a sense of calm, a sense of yes, this is fine, this is marketable, this is safe, then you, my darling, are doing it wrong. If you're comfortable, you are boring, you should feel a slight, thrilling nausea, a rush of panic, a sense that you have just signed your professional death warrant. That glorious, unsettling feeling is the true sign that you have finally stopped painting reflections and started creating fire. Only by destroying the comfortable shell of what should be can you unleash the unpredictable, beautiful catastrophe of what is. Now go on, pick up something sharp, look at this. This is the goal of every tidy-minded pencil, pushing creator a straight line from A to B. A clear, designated path to the finish line. They tell you, maintain focus, eliminate distractions, stick to the core concept. And what does that get you? It gets you the same predictable outcome every time. These civilized people, it gets you the corporate quarterly report that reads exactly like the last one. The song that slots perfectly into the top 40. The painting that matches the sofa. It's the straight path to the stale sandwich. You're serving up the same dry bread, the same limp lettuce, and calling it a feast. I say, to achieve the truly epic, the truly memorable, you must embrace the useless detour. The detour is where the magic hides. It's the accidental wrong turn that leads you to the most incredible, forgotten roadside attraction. It's the moment you consciously abandon the map and decide to follow the crow flying sideways. Think about it, the straight line is efficient, yes, but efficiency is the enemy of originality! When you chase efficiency, you eliminate the possibility of the happy accident, people. The catastrophic blunder that actually leads to discovery. You must commit to playing with the wrong tools. Why use the precise chisel when you could try carving with a rusty spoon? Why write the serious love poem when you could try writing it entirely in the language of tax forms? Mix oil paints with mayonnaise. Try to design a skyscraper while listening only to polka music. The resulting texture, the jarring juxtaposition, the sheer, beautiful wrongness of it all, that is the friction that sparks innovation. The mistake you make, or the absurd little side, project you almost throw away. That is where the gold is buried! Most people see a mistake and their first reaction is panic, clean it up, hide it, destroy the evidence. They want to maintain the illusion of control. But I say you should lean into that stray mark, that accidental color spill, that line of dialogue that makes absolutely no sense to the logical mind, but feels right in the pit of your stomach. Don't clean up your mess, examine it. Get down on your knees and peer into the splatter. You'll find a new door hiding under the rubble of your supposed failure. Because let's be clear, failure, my friends, is not a final judgment. It is just the universe in its grand, anarchic wisdom, yelling, TRYTISI. It's an immediate, personalized course correction that no well-behaved planning document could ever provide. These civilized people, the only true failure is the failure to embrace the mess, the failure to follow the chaos when it whispers. hey, over here, this looks much more fun. So take that left turn, grab the completely inappropriate instrument, and revel in the glorious confusion. Abandon focus, embrace the zigzag, that path, the winding, pointless, utterly useless detour is the only way to arrive at a creation that no one, least of all you, ever saw coming. And that truly is the point. Let's talk about that churning feeling in your gut, that cold sweat, people, the frantic little drum solo playing just behind your eyes, when you realize your idea is completely and utterly insane. When you've just committed to a concept so outrageous, so far outside the boundary of sense and sanity, people, that you genuinely think you might ruin your career, your reputation, or possibly your chances of ever getting a decent night's sleep again. Most people call that feeling fear. They sit back, they breathe into a paper bag, they tell themselves, don't be afraid to create. Creativity must be fearless. I say be terrified. Be absolutely paralyzingly, gloriously terrified. Fear is not the obstacle. Fear is the fuel. It is energy. That visceral, people, horrible anxiety you feel is just excitement that hasn't found its outlet yet. It is the raw, untamed power of the unknown. The moment your creation feels safe, it dies. The pressure, that intense, people, horrible pressure of not knowing if it will work, the certainty of being judged harshly, the very real threat of utter and complete financial ruin, the humiliation of failing publicly. That is the magic ingredient. That is the pure, unfiltered alchemy of anxiety. You see, pressure doesn't just burst pipes, it makes diamonds. People, when you willingly subject yourself to that level of internal turbulence, you are elevating the stakes to a cosmic level. You are forcing the work to be excellent, or at least forcing it to be an unforgettable disaster. The vast majority of so-called creators retreat from this internal chaos. They try to calm themselves down. They meditate, they rationalize, they search for reassurance. Don't run from the chaos inside your head. You must conduct it. Take that worry, that frantic, racing heartbeat, and make it the frantic, beating rhythm of your work. People, let the fear of failure become the desperate urgency that forces you to push past the comfortable, the mediocre, the fine, that feeling of dread, that gut-wrenching feeling that you've gone too far, that is your internal compass pointing straight toward originality. No one ever achieved true genius by being relaxed. They did it by being manic, desperate, slightly unhinged, and totally consumed by the beautiful, terrifying possibility of what they were about to unleash. People, the anxiety proves you care. It proves you are standing right on the precipice of something genuinely new. Because if the path were clear, if the outcome were guaranteed, if it didn't make your palms sweat, then it wouldn't be groundbreaking. It would just be another brick in the wall. You must embrace the trembling hand, the shallow breath, the knowledge that this entire enterprise might blow up in your face. That desperate energy, that visceral commitment born from terror is what gives your creation its raw, pulsating, undeniable soul. Without the fear, it's just a hobby. With the fear, it's a masterpiece waiting to combust. So, breathe it in, my friends. Let the anxiety course through you. and then use that current to lighten up the whole damn city. Ah, the fourth act of anarchy! We've destroyed the expectations. We've embraced the absurd detours. And we've weaponized the anxiety. Now comes the moment of truth, the point where most of your sane creators inevitably choke. How many of you tinker? Be honest. You nudge a line 1 pixel to the left. You adjust a paragraph's comma placement. You save multiple versions of your work, labeled with paranoid precision final V2 to really finaled Joker's Cut V3. Cowards! You leave yourselves a way out! You keep the safety net ready, the undo button primed. People, the back to factory settings option permanently available. You are so afraid of commitment that you exist in a permanent state of almost finished. Creation requires an irreversible action. You must reach a point in the process where retreat is physically, metaphysically and professionally impossible. You must jump without even checking if there's a net, much less looking for it. You must embrace the joy of the irreversible action. This means you must be willing to burn the boats. If you are writing, you must print the manuscript and then delete the file forever before handing it over. If you are painting people, you must take that final, thick stroke of paint that you know you can never cover up. The stroke that locks the rest of the piece into place. Cut the fabric! Pour the concrete! If you are editing a video, delete the original footage. Commit the sin of finality. Why? These civilized people. Because when you know you absolutely cannot go back, when that safety net has dissolved into toxic vapor, you are forced to go forward with a terrifying, absolute conviction. The absence of retreat forces every subsequent choice to be bold, necessary, and focused. There's no more room for hedging, for half measures, or for safe, boring compromises. The moment you eliminate the possibility of undoing the damage is the moment you unleash your purest, most desperate creative power. It's like strapping a rocket to your back and lighting the fuse. Well, is it dangerous? Absolutely. Will it get you to the moon? Maybe. Will it be unforgettable? Yes! You are forcing the universe to deal with the magnificent consequences of your choice. That final, irreversible step transforms the work from a project into a destiny. Stop nudging. Stop tinkering. Stop saving those damn backup files. Take those scissors and cut the cord of possibility. You have to reach the point where the only way out is through the completed, magnificent, chaotic wreckage you've made. And only then are you truly creating. Because only then are you truly trapped with your own genius. And here we arrive at the grand finale of the final, most satisfying act of pure creative vandalism. You've done the hard work. You've shattered the mirror. You've chased the detours. You've bottled the anxiety. And you've burned the escape routes. But there is one last piece of baggage you are dragging around. A dead weight that will sink your glorious ship of chaos, your idols. Every creator, every single one of you has your heroes, the ones you study, the ones you try to emulate. You want to write like Shakespeare, paint like Van Gogh, compose like Mozart. God forbid. Build like whoever builds those perfectly straight, offensively sensible glass buildings. You spend your time trying to figure out their system, their techniques, their secret sauce. You are attempting to fit your unique, an explosive genius into the secondhand skin of someone who already existed. Stop trying to be the next anything. Say, burn your idols. I don't necessarily mean literally, unless you have a good lighter and a disregard for historical preservation. I mean, you must mentally, spiritually, and creatively obliterate the models you hold sacred. Your idols are not destinations. They're simply old road maps that have expired. They point the way to their success, not yours. These civilized people, you study them so closely that you accidentally start wearing their clothes, speaking their language, and tripping over their tired old mistakes. You become an echo, a tribute band, a faint, polite footnote in someone else's biography. You must destroy the part of yourself that seeks their approval. You must delete the voice in your head that whispers, "A true master wouldn't do this," or "This isn't sophisticated enough for the canon." Who cares about the canon? The only person you are obligated to please is the maddest, most unpredictable, most dangerous voice residing in the darkest corner of your own head. That voice is you, the real, untamed, magnificent you. When you stop creating in the shadow of your heroes, when you stop trying to measure up to their history, you step into your own completely unique spotlight. You are no longer replicating, you are originating. You are no longer following a tradition. You are violently starting a new one. Your goal is not to be accepted into the museum. Your goal is to be the kind of glorious, shocking anomaly that forces them to build a new wing just to contain your beautiful mess. Burn the rule book, burn the biographies, and burn the expectations set by those who came before you. That's when the real show begins.